Do you like exploding cats? Goats? Magical enchiladas?
Oh. Keep going.
Then you're in the right place. And probably the inappropriate place. And welcome to the SaveState. This is a channel about all the things you love in nerd culture and slightly inappropriate things that Garrick Enright, who is my first guest. Oh, God. I've also got Seth Duncan here with me. I'm your host, Landon Barton. I don't know if I said that or not at this point, because this is crazy. Anyways, this is actually the perfect intro for a game.
So is the game, man.
Yeah. For a game like that, we're going to talk about Exploding Kittens, which is a Kickstarter game made by the guys at the Oatmeal.
Love the Oatmeal.
So good.
And that
Especially
that
with maple syrup.
I actually hate oatmeal, like, to be honest with you. Anyways, back on track. If that opening is completely apt for the type of game that this is. This is a card game that the guys at the Oatmeal have crowdfunded. It's similar to Uno and kind of like a war type, just card game. It's very simple.
Yeah. It's like Old Maid.
Yeah,
It's really similar to Old Maid. If you get that one card, you're boned.
Yeah.
Unless you have so you just kind of keep drawing cards, and the way I understand this, you just keep drawing cards.
A Russian roulette, that's what it's akin to.
Russian roulette meets Old Maid, because when you get the Old Maid and you get that in your hand, you're screwed. But yeah, you pull out one of these exploding cats, and then you have these other cards that you draw, and
you can diffuse it, or you can counter it,
distract it with a laser pointer.
Yeah.
Do a couple other things.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this is in the news for a very specific reason.
Yeah.
This was crowdfunded. This was a game where the Oatmeal only requested $10,000. They met that requirement, I think, in 2 minutes.
It was 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
100% funded in 10
Still
minutes.
ridiculous. And then they doubled that within, like, I think 12 or 15 minutes. Something like that.
Yeah, within an hour.
Yeah.
1000%.
1000%. That's like I don't even math.
Yeah. It's somewhere in the $3 to $4 million at this point.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely ridiculous how much they've made off of it. Well, not that how much they've made, because that's where we start getting into issues.
Right.
There's the controversy.
The internet is in an uproar where they're like, oh, these guys only needed $10,000. Now they're making $4+ million.
Right.
We're in an uproar, and screw the Oatmeal, and this is the problem with crowdfunding. Why is that wrong?
For one, I don't think they understand what they're doing with crowdsourcing. This game, they're not even looking for money to develop it. It's, from what I read in the Kickstarter, was you pay us $20, you get a game.
Yeah.
Well, they are using it to develop like expansions and a few bonus content.
From the get-go, they just needed $10,000, he said, for the first card run, basically, is what it was. And so, I mean, the thing is you got to assume that, I mean, obviously, if you're buying like blank CDs in bulk, the cost per CD goes down the more that you buy, and so that's going to be a thing that they're going to deal with. But like, if enough people to raise $3.5 million kickstart this, I mean, all of those people also now have to get the games, and so that the cost of that's going to go up. So it's not like they still only need $10,000 and they just made $3.5 million.
Well, and for everybody that backs it more than just the base, I mean, they're getting either 2 sets of cards, or they're getting these bonus cards. Like, I know Garrick's excited about the Not Safe for Work cards.
Yeah, that's what makes those games fun. That's why I like Cards Against Humanity and all those expansions.
Yeah. Get some inappropriate magical enchilada action.
Absolutely. Sorry about that. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, you're not.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
So I think this is awesome. And what's crazy about this is it's got somewhere in, as we're filming this, obviously this is going to be out of date by the time you guys watch this a little bit, is they've got somewhere in like the 25 days left.
Yeah, no, like
a long time
they had
ago.
29 days left, and they're already at 2.5 when I checked. When I think I sent you guys all this information, I was like, holy crap. They haven't even gone 24 hours, and they broke $2.5 million. But like, no, this doesn't bother me at all, because if they went through a standard, like an angel, whatever you want to call them, an angel investor, they would get this money. They would have this money regardless, and then they would just sell the thing for $20 a pack, like they're currently doing for Kickstarter, and they'd be making the same amount of money. The only difference now is that there's that transparency.
Yeah.
The people aren't just giving them money; they're buying a game.
They're buying a product. They're buying a promise to that product too.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe where some people get a little skeptical or uneasy with things like Kickstarter or Patreon and stuff. Like Patreon's a kind of a separate thing here, but people giving other people or companies money with the hopes and expectation that you're going to get this product.
Right.
And sometimes there's just been those few examples where that fails and it gives it a bad rap. This is not going to be one of those situations. You're getting your product.
I mean,
it's a card game.
They already have it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's already there. Besides, it's the Oatmeal. Dude's been around for a while.
Yeah, I know, and he's pretty well respected too.
Then that's why this works so well.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's
3-4
Wait,
million.
how many other Kickstarters do you know that have hit this hard?
No, it's the most successful Kickstarter to date, I believe, is what I read.
The only other one that I can think of is one we did a video on not too long ago.
What was the VR
The
stuff?
space.
Oculus Rift did Kickstarter.
Well, there's that game for
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen, thank you.
It's been doing really well too.
Yeah, and that's different. You are not really paying for a game per se. You're paying for the promise of a game. And that's not the case with this one.
No. And I mean, here's the other thing: is people like to throw money at the Oatmeal anyway. I mean, when he got sued, he wanted to raise a whole bunch of money and did it. And then he wanted to buy the Tesla building and make a Tesla museum. Not only did he raise money from everyone, but he got Elon Musk to give him like $1 million or something like that. So, I mean, this stuff's going to come through. It's fine. I don't think, honestly, I really don't think that there's a case to be made against this particular thing. I think it's totally a thing where people are comfortable giving them $3 million because they know that they're going to get a pretty sweet game. They're supporting the Oatmeal. And you know what? If he walks away with $1.5 million of like bonus money, I don't think anyone that Kickstarted is going to be upset about that and ask for $10 back, you know?
He would walk away with that kind of money if he did it through another means anyway.
Yeah.
Because this game's going to sell because it's his brand.
Right.
And it's his art and it's his humor.
Right.
So, kickstarting it?
Oh yeah, totally.
You?
For sure.
I'm in it. I mean, the Best Day for Work cards are going to be awesome. We'll do something with it.
We're gonna play.
We'll do something with it here on the channel. So be sure to check back in. Let us know in the comments. Are you guys kickstarting this? Do you have an issue with this? Because I think it's kind of universal for us. There's nothing wrong with this. This is totally awesome.
Honestly, I feel like my main hope out of this video is just that more people will find out about it.
Yeah,
for sure.
If
Exploding cats, goats, magical enchiladas. What more do you need? I think there's some back hair in there too, which is a little.
Yeah,
anyways,
there's some weird cards.
Yeah. So if you like this video, let us know in the comments, and then be sure to give us a like and a subscribe. Check out more from us on our YouTube channel, or, well, obviously you're here. Sorry. Check us out. We're at thesavestate.com. There's links to all of our social medias there.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Do the enchilada.
Don't do the enchilada.